Alright, guess what, guys? It's time to start getting my beans ready to have for my meal for this evening. And what I'm going to do first is rinse them well and cover them back with water again, put them into a pot, and cook them until they're, I know this is probably not the right word to use, but I want them al dente so that I can complete cooking them for my dish tonight. And I'm going to show you later what that looks like, but right now let's get these beans rinsed and put them in a pot and start cooking them. And all I'm adding to my beans while they're cooking on the stove for the first part of this is just a little bit of salt, nothing else. I want it open for the flavors that I'm going to put in for my meal tonight. All right, I'm gonna rinse these beans and get them on the stove cooking. All right, I'm pouring them in my pan. I've already rinsed them and added water again to fill them up. And now I'm just gonna start cooking them in my pan on my burner until they're al dente. A little bit firm still, but not crunchy. Because I'm gonna complete them and with my dish. I'm adding some salt, a couple good pinches to my beans. Now I'm going to just let them cook. Sit there and think about things. Alright. I'll be back. Alright, my beans are done as far as I want to go in the pot boiling the water. And when you apply force, you want them to have a little bit of resistance into smashing them is the texture I want them to have. So I am going to actually drain them, but I'm also going to reserve my liquid, but I'm going to drain these and I'll show you what's next. Welcome, guys. Guess what time it is? It's dinner time, and I've come to the point where I'm going to strain my beans. And I've already soaked them overnight. I've cooked them enough to be, I called it al dente, where they're firm enough to give a little resistance before you smash them. And I'm going to strain them. When I strain them, I'm reserving my water. And I'm also only using half of my beans tonight with my meal. And I'm reserving the other half for something that I'm making tomorrow. So you'll definitely want to tune back in for that. Plus, my dish tonight that I'm making is I'm making my beans and I'm doing it Italian style with garlic, Parmesan cheese, lemon, and some Italian parsley and thyme. And I'm going to saute everything together, put in my beans, finish it off, add a little bit of cream, which I did not bring out. Hold on. There we go. Add a little bit of cream to my dish just to finish it off. And I'm also going to do a little bit of pan-seared scallops. And I'm going to start my marinade with some lemons and some salt, which I didn't bring that over here either, and some garlic. All right, so first, before I go get that salt over there and start working on them scallops, I'm going to strain my beans. Reserving my water because I will certainly be using that for something as well. And I'm just going to store my part of my beans that I'm not using tonight in the refrigerator so that I can actually use them in something that I'm making for tomorrow. Let me get another container to put my beans in. Okay, I grabbed my olive oil too. I have some salt, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but Parmesan cheese is also going with my beans tonight when I'm cooking them. So I've already pressed out all the extra moisture out of my scallops and smashed them a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start my marinade on that with some lemon, some garlic, and some salt. All right, there's my scallops. They're going to sit there and think about things. And I forgot to show you my beans. I've split up my beans. I'm about 2 cups. The sun is shining brightly in here today. I'm thankful for that. It's not raining today. I have 2 cups of beans, maybe a little bit more, that I've taken out, and about the same amount inside my bowl. They've puffed up. I only used 2 cups when I started soaking them, so they're a lot thicker right now. So I have about, realistically, a cup of beans in my measuring cup and a cup of beans in my bowl, reserved for something else. So I'm going to put the lid on that and put it away for tomorrow. All right, I'm going to let those scallops sit there and get my stuff ready for my dish. Okay, so I'm using the pan that I had my beans in, and I'm going to turn my burner on and put some olive oil on my dish, or in my pan. I'm going to put in there a couple tablespoons of olive oil, enough to cover the bottom of my pan. Right, here's my cut up vegetables. I have my thyme, I have my Italian parsley, I have a couple tablespoons of garlic. I have a couple tablespoons of chopped Parmesan cheese. I have some lemon zest and a couple tablespoons of lemon. I'm going to get my garlic in the pan. Alright, I've got my garlic in the pan, and I'm going to give it a good mix. I haven't added anything else but my garlic. There's the rest of my vegetables. I have, not really vegetables, my herbs. I'll tell you that in a second. Let me get my beans in here. I add my beans, my olive oil, and my garlic, and mix that around. Alright, so for my stuff that I have here, I have a couple tablespoons of Italian parsley. I have some thyme. Some is chopped, some is whole, because I do want some lingering in there for extra flavor. I have 2 tablespoons of chopped Parmesan cheese, about a teaspoon of lemon zest, and a couple tablespoons of lemon juice, and my salt. So first I'm going to add my salt and my beans. Alright, good couple of shakes in there. Mix it up. I'm going to add in my everything but my cheese. Alright, I've added in my Italian parsley, my thyme, my lemon zest, and my lemon juice. And I'm just going to let this cook for a couple of minutes. I'm going to scrape the sides because I did make my beans in here, so I do want to get all the stuff off the sides as well. Alright, I'm going to let that cook down for a few minutes and just finish cooking these beans, let all those flavors get together. But I do have my heat on low, and I'm not adding my Parmesan cheese yet. I'll be back. Okay, it's time to get my scallops cooking to go along with my garlic Parmesan white beans. I'm having scallops and a side salad that I will work on in a minute. I have a cucumber, avocado, tomato, and mixed greens. I also have some of my, probably about a quarter of a cup of my cream that's going to go in with my beans when they're ready. But I'm going to go ahead and get my scallops started searing on the stove because it's just about time to add my cream and finish my dish. I'll be back. So I've got my olive oil in the pan, heating up, getting ready for my scallops to go in. And it's looking like my beans and smelling like my beans are just about ready for the remaining ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my Parmesan cheese. Alright, now I'm going to give it a mix. Let that melt in there. And then I'm going to add in my heavy cream. Just a little bit. Of course, you can have this over stuff if you like. Healthy stuff. But tonight I'm just going to do this on its own with my seared scallops and my salad. It smells so amazing right now. Alright. My cheese is starting to melt in. I'm adding in my cream. Let this mix up. Turn my burner down low and let those flavors happen. Let the magic happen. And I'm going to have this over top of my scallops tonight. And a side salad. Yum. Alright. Leave this alone. Turn my burner down. And get started. Sear my scallops. Alright, let them work their magic. I'm going to give them a good sear. A couple of minutes on one side, a couple of minutes on the other. And let this finish up. And it'll be time to plate my dish. I'm going to start getting my salad put together. Alright, it's been a couple minutes. It's starting to smell super amazing in here. And you'll know when it's time to flip them because they come loose from the bottom of the pan. And they're not sticking anymore. Yum. Super simple dinner tonight. Super easy to make. You just have to prepare your beans ahead of time and be prepared. But that's not a big deal. They don't need any attention. They just soak. So that one flips. See or what? There we go. Let's get this one somewhere else. Oh, there we go. It has seared. I just didn't flip it to the right side. I'm making enough to have leftover scallops so I can have some another time. And they're good to eat cold. I like them cold anyway. Guys, remember, don't be afraid to take chances. Make some dishes that you're not comfortable with in the kitchen. Eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. Make good healthy choices. Couple more minutes. Now I'm going to be plating my dish. Let's check out these beans. See if I get that one flipped. Oh, where's my sear? Come on. Let's check out these beans. It's time to get them on the plate. My goodness, it smells so good. Alright guys, I'm going to plate my dish. I'll be back. Alright, I've got my scallops in my dish. I have my salad. It's mixed greens, avocado, cucumber, cherry tomato. And I'm going to leave it plain tonight. I'm not putting any dressing on. I just want to enjoy the flavors of my garlic parmesan beans and my scallops. I'm going to give a couple of spoons on here. Guys, remember, make good choices. Remember to subscribe, like, and share my video. And I will see you next time for another healthy dish. Bye.